Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Dungeons & Dragons, and we're specifically going to talk about Indestructoboy's recent statement on one of my videos. You can see the links below, where he said he loves D&D. I already did a video where I've presented numbers that his love is questionable, right, for D&D. It's a lot more. I think the numbers support the fact that he hates D&D, right, and I have a whole video on that. But then he said, in conjunction with that, he said, the quality of the D&D books has been going down since 2019, and I'm just calling it out, right? And I am here telling you that is a completely indefensible statement. If you look at the content in these books, if you look at the events around these books, if you look at the people who are doing these books, the quality is higher than they have ever been, right? And so one of the things is, what's the frame, right? Like, so, and it is my humble opinion, and so I'm presenting evidence to you that that Indestructoboy is his stance is completely indefensible based on the content of the books, the events around the books, and fully the people who are involved in creating these books. If you look at these books, if you simply look at the data around them, his statement is completely indefensible. Let's look at Strixhaven, right? It's astounding, right? Like what this book has done. So first of all, female creator, lead on the book, design lead on the book, right? Amanda Heyman. This is new. Is this why Indestructoboy is saying that the quality has come down? Because more than ever, we're seeing inclusion across Dungeon Masters, inclusion across Dungeons & Dragons players, inclusion across female creators at a higher rate than we've ever seen at any point in history of Dungeons & Dragons, right? Is he actually upset about the quality of the books, or is it really the inclusion, right, that's upsetting to him, right? I really feel like he is an incredibly privileged, entitled influencer, and I stand against the fire hose of D&D hate that his channel has become, right? And I want to present evidence to you that his supposition that the quality of D&D books is going down is literally ludicrous if you simply look at the content of the books, at the people connected to the books, and the events around the books, right? So one, let's talk about the content of the books, right? Of the book. Beautiful, like unbelievable layout, gorgeous art. Some of the best artists in all of fantasy art are creating the art for this book, right? The writing, spectacular. Amanda Heyman is emerging and has continued, right, to move up the ladder of the chain because there was so much quality in that book. Brilliant, beautiful, incredible adventure, which I ran, right? And you'll find videos on this channel talking about me running Strixhaven, right? And yeah, that's another thing, is like when I tell you that the quality in these books is good, look at my channel and you will see, videos supporting that. When Indestructoboy tells you they're bad, where's this evidence, right? Where, like, it's just him complaining, right? Like, it's so galling, right? So Amanda Heyman creates in this book a new magic school where every single class that is connected to casting has the ability to have a completely unique new play style, which I have also done, right? So I did, levels 1 through 10 for players as they went through Strixhaven. Levels 11 through 15 as graduates of Strixhaven, right? And going out and adventuring as Strixhaven graduates with the power they got at Strixhaven. And then I did level 16 to 20 of Strixhaven as those players as professors. The quality of this book allows play that was never accessible before. In addition to that, what Amanda Heyman actually accomplished was there's all these worlds that are connected to Dungeons & Dragons. And like, for instance, we're about to get official we're about to officially connect our D&D minifigs and our D&D terrain to every single world that Lego has ever been connected to, right? And so, what have they done? Literally the Friends shows, the Office show, right? Like Lego City, right? Literally, this is not a joke. Literally, easily 300 to maybe 1,000 different worlds that Lego connects to, right? But how are you going to get, Phoebe from Friends into Forgotten Realms? Oh my gosh, look at that. Amanda Heyman solved it, right? She's like, every single wizard who is ever connected to Dungeons & Dragons has the ability to do all these kind of portal and gates. But if that's not enough for you, let's make sure you understand that this is coming directly from Magic the Gathering, where there is no less than 50 to 100 planeswalkers who can go get anybody from any world, right? Just in case you didn't have enough to connect product lore across products that have officially connected themselves to Dungeons & Dragons. That is staggering. That has never been done on any Dungeons & Dragons product ever, right? The quality on this thing is astounding. It is truly incredible. Oh, and if that's not enough for you, right? The quality on the Strixhaven Dungeons & Dragons book is so big, it impacts products it impacts the lives of people who are not even aware of Dungeons & Dragons, right? Rudy over on Alpha Investments just did an entire video saying that Strixhaven broke the record and is the highest cost collector's box ever printed for Magic the Gathering, right? And that's there because it's not just sad sack Magic the Gathering players who strolling up and going, "Oh, I need these cards to play." It's literally dungeon masters like me saying, "I need these cards to represent and be able to physically show the elements of Dungeons & Dragons Strixhaven," right? And again, casting lore across products, across intellectual properties, reaching as far as Fortnite, reaching as far as the Warhammer 40K, reaching as far as Lord of the Rings. The precedence of this product is staggering, and it has never been equaled in any tabletop role-playing game product anywhere. And I defy you to name one that did even anything remotely close, right? So Indestructoboy's fire hose of D&D hatred, which is his channel, in my humble opinion, his statements are anchored, marinated, born in hate. They are not connected to actual data, right? And if you look at the people who created these books, if you look at the events around these books, if you look at the content in these books, and if you actually run them, you will see that his statements are completely indefensible to anyone who is not a D&D hater, in my humble opinion. Every single word of that is my humble opinion. What's important is when I get to hear your humble opinion when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.